So, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. F1 2018 is finally here, and this is sort of the introduction video. We're going to be, later on in the video we will be driving Jenson Button's Brawn GP car around Hockenheim, as the video title suggests. But first we are going to have to, of course, the first thing you actually have to do in the game is to create your driver profile. So this is the driver profile we'll be using for career, and you can see here all the avatars you have to choose from. Again, no customization of any features, so you can't customize your hair color or anything like that. You can only just pick an avatar. Helmets, they haven't done anything here either. It's exactly the same selection as last year. I mean, literally exactly the same. And unlike last year, Xbox there was a nice feature last year where it would recognize your previous details. That hasn't happened this year, so I want to set up absolutely everything from scratch again. And I'm going to go for this helmet. Obviously not the colours, because the colours are horrendous. So I'm going to change the colours up to match, of course, the channel colours, which of course are red and white, as you can tell. Now, first of all, I thought about inverting it and having a white, but I actually decided to make the base and the detail one, make that white, and then make the detail 2, which is pretty much the base of it, red, like that. There's a bit of the sour colours there. That's more of the channel colours, and also actually looks quite nice. So that's the helmet we're going to be using for career. The episode on career is currently in recording as we speak. Obviously I am from Britain, unfortunately, so I have to deal with Brexit next year, and of course you should know that it'll be 84, the number we picked. Name, of course, as usual, blah de blah de blah. Has to be a minute when it enters in. Of course, it doesn't bring up the Xbox keyboard when you record Xbox DVR, but it doesn't really make any difference anyway. And then, of course, one thing that's also been re-added is the audio name, and of course, because my surname there isn't the Phoenix in as a nickname, and there isn't also my surname is not in there either, of course, because I wouldn't expect it to be. So I've had to think about a name just to pick. Ultimately, when it comes down to career mode, after episode 1, it'll be bog standard. It'll be the bog standard music to introduce, which means that this name will become non-really unuseful to the channel at all. So yes, here are all the names. Obviously, you can go and select the one that you wish to. But I started to go with the Professor anyway. It's the nickname for Alan Prost, but it was the only really one that, apart from Flying Finn, because I'm not finished, so I thought the Professor would be a one to use. But yes, one thing to mention is I'll be doing some multiplayer episodes later on, about 4 o'clock-ish, depending on when my career mode. I will announce on Twitter. Twitter handle, of course, is @_Phoenix84. Now this year, just want to mention here about my abbreviated name. I couldn't use, of course, my first 3 characters, so I had to go for another thing again. So it's back to F1 2016. We'll have to wait and see. It's every other year now with Harry, Anto and Hartley. But yes, there we go. And here's the menus. You can see career. More on that on later. Back to multiplayer just for a moment. 4 o'clock. Hopefully, there won't be any issues already. I've already spotted a few issues, which if you follow me on Twitter you know what they are. But here are the championships. Literally nothing has changed here already, and and as the same as last year's, the more interesting ones are actually locked. So I think that could do with a complete overhaul to F1 2019. But all the invitational events are unlocked, so the championships need to be all unlocked. Obviously the event for esports when it comes around to next year, obviously the final will be played in this game time zone multiplayer I've already mentioned, and here we are back at Grand Prix and of course career. So yes, that is pretty much the menus. Not really a lot to be honest, but modern Grand Prix cars. To get me started on the game, to get you introduced to my viewers, to you the viewer, we're going to go for racing 2018 cars and also get used to the halo as well, because that's something we want to do, get ready use for career mode. We're going to go race as Fernando Alonso, since in fact he's leaving, so I'm going to go for around France.
It's that time once again, the final moment before lights out and the charge down to turn 1. Who will come out on top at Paul Ricard today? We'll find out soon as the French Grand Prix gets underway. A lap of Paul Ricard then consists of 15 corners and a total length of around 3.6 miles. Drivers will need to position their cars carefully on the exit of the flat-out turn 10, ready for the double apex right-hander at 11. Today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the races. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way you approach those roles?
Interesting question, Crofty. They're two very different mindsets. I mean, when I tested for BAR, we had full in-season testing where, per driver, you'd cover up to 15,000 kilometres per season. And in that role, it was more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as you could, so that data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When you're lining up on the grid for a race, however, your frame of mind's all about what you can get out of the situation on that day, and the car's the tool to help you achieve what you want. You still want to focus on setup, of course, but it's more about the here and now, getting yourself as far up the field as possible, and less about development work for the future.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and Valtteri Bottas will line up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Raikkonen, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton and Ricciardo, Van Dorn, Grosjean, Perez and Nico Hülkenberg, Alonso, Ocon, Carlos Sainz and Magnussen, Leclerc, Sirotkin, Lance Stroll and Brendan Hartley. Gasly and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid.
So yes,
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
and hello to Jeff, who on last year's game on Xbox didn't make a single appearance, but he's in this year, which is good. He's recording himself, so that's good. In terms of setup, if I did my F1 2017 setups, transfer them to F1 2018 afterwards. I had a Germany setup from F1 2016. Which I've put across. But yes, lights out of the way we go, and we naturally swamped at the start. Dreadful start. Ocon, well, he gives us a little, he slows down a little bit more than I expected, and as a result, that's front wing damage. So that's a very good welcome to F1 2018, and already you can see that the AI are immediately about 1,000 times more aggressive. We do in fact try and take Ocon, so we're going to go down inside now, up into, I don't know what turns these up. I didn't actually watch the French Grand Prix because you guys know that A, it was on Channel 4, and B, I was actually on holiday at the time. Science is going to come back now. And they're going to go back down inside. He's going to probe a little bit apart, but we're going to close the door. And that allows Ocon to come back and Science as well. So the AI are, what I've already seen, already far too aggressive. There needs to be I think it was another YouTuber called Jimmy Broadbent. He was saying in one of his videos that I needs to be more aggressive. And here's one example. I shut the door on sight, but he just sticks his nose in there. And you really think there's ever going to be able to make a move on that? No. It's about a common sense approach for the AI. They need to have more common sense. And they need to be literally a little bit less aggressive than they already have been. And this lap in the fourth race, unfortunately, goes a little bit wrong because we unfortunately missed the ball and we got power point damage. And then it goes bad to worse as we hit the Williams and we go back in the racing line and Gasly has ploughed into us. And I think that's Gasly out the race. It's Leclerc, I think, is coming to the pits. Not sure what happened to him. Here's a replay. So we join, we get a little bit of sidewalk touch. We come around there. So they should be able to see yellow flags, but Gasly just ploughs. So now here's Hartley. So you can see here, he takes advantage of Stroll going slowly for us and nicks it down the inside. Very cheap. But here is it. You can see the poops. You can see there is a Renault part, a McLaren, excuse me, part halfway in that. But yeah, he decides to continue on, and that race was pretty much dead. I mean, Leclerc, we had so many penalties by this point. We just decided that I couldn't be bothered to do the final turns with him, so I got to
You've been awarded a time penalty for
but
that
I would have
first
lost.
incident.
I would have lost out to Leclerc anyway. So
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
disappointing first result, but the AI need to turn down that aggression.
And Mercedes have pulled off a great victory here today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today. Moving on to the driver of the day, then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'm going to say Brendan Hartley. It was probably one of his best drives this season, and I was thoroughly impressed.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye.
So yes, on to the main
Right, let's
thing
be
of the day.
patient.
Yes, I'll try to be patient. Here we are at Hockenheim, the returning circuit on the grid, and it's lights out on the railroad. Start at P2, but we're all that is an awful start. One by the Ferrari, I think. One of them is the 04 Ferrari, and the other is the 07 Ferrari. We're going to go down to turn 3 now, and we're going to try and move around the outside. We've got it around one of the Ferraris. Can we do it around the other Ferrari, the 04 Ferrari? I think the other one is the 07 Ferrari, I think. It's either the 07 or the 02. Not quite sure which one is which, but I think it's the 07. But look at that, Lawson in that BMW Williams car. We're going to go down the inside of Moreno, but Moreno gets the power down leading into 2004. Lawson, though, in that BMW Williams car, that's just came out of nowhere. The 07 Ferrari had no chance. And I think it's the fact that the V8 engines in the back of this Brawn is just slower. So surely the V8 in the back of the Red Bull is also struggling as well. Larson tries up the inside. We go back down the inside though. And of course, as we go down into the stadium section, Larson tries a move. The other Ferrari is there. There's another Ferrari, I think, as well in the background. I think that is the 07. I think the 02 Ferrari he's actually overtaken the 07 Ferrari. Larson, of course, once again, straight line speed with that BMW car Williams. That's one of them. That's going to be interesting. I will do a video later on, maybe next week sometime. We will be comparing all the classic cars, which is the fastest, so doing actual lap times, not just a straight line speed test, but actual lap times. A bit of contact with Larson there. He come off the track, but unlike Gasly, Larson is wary of us and actually lets Correa out of us. A little bit of a replay here. So we both gave each other space, which is unlike Gasly and Williams, and the 04 Ferrari is the other 04 Ferrari comes through. And Correa, we a little bit of tire walk on there, but we trying to keep it going. Correa's just going to try and waltz past with that power in the beating. Again, not confident with the AI level yet. I'll talk more about the AI level really. In this race it was 82, not 82, 78 I think it was, so still struggling a little bit with that. And yes, on to the final lap now, and we're going to go Correa and Larson. We're going to go down do a double dive on there. But Correa, the speed of that V10 Ferrari just waltzes past. Barnes now in the Red Bull RB6 is trying to get involved. We're going to try and defend, but front wing damage unfortunately makes us wide the understeer there. And Barnes goes through. So we must have been blocked. Larson must have been blocked by us, I think. And then Barnes with the Red Bull goes through and takes P4, and unfortunately here into the stadium it's game over because we just have so much understeer wide with this car with the and that's just last place in this car. So yes, it's unfortunate to be there, but hope you have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more episodes of F1 2018, career mode out later today, and of course multiplayer out this evening. But until the next video, next time, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and goodbye.